All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. Yahweh, that's the correct name of the Heavenly Father, the Almighty, the Creator of the heavens and the earth, who this world even calls God, and Yahweh Shai, that's the true name of the only begotten Son, who this world even calls Jesus Christ. Also, I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 men that's going out there on the highways and byways, that's doing the work of the Lord in all true sincerity. Shalom. And also, I'd like to say shalom to the 1/3 of Israel, which consists of the men, women, and children that might be listening in all true sincerity. Shalom. All right, and so the title of this lesson is going to be called "The Elect Will Be Sighing and Crying." All right, so I'm gonna hop right into this lesson, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. Okay, so this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 2. It reads, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart." All right, now word, that heart in Hebrew, all right, that goes back to your mind, all right, because your heart is just a vessel that pumps blood, all right. But the point of it says Ecclesiastes 7:2, it says it is better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting, all right, because first and foremost, all right, the elect, all right, we going to be sighing and crying in this place, all right. We in the land of our captivities, all right. We got our oppressors ruling over us, all right. This world is contrary, to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and to the elect, all right. This world pushes sodomy, all right. It pushes it pushes woman worship. All type of manner of wickedness. All right. So I'm gonna read that again. Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting. All right. Because if you in the house of feasting, all right, if you in that state of mirth, all right, if you enjoying this place, all right, America, which is known as Babylon, according to the scriptures, all right, if you happy in this place, all right, then what's the need of having a savior? Because you happy in this place. What you need a savior for? All right, but if you in that state of mourning, all right, weeping, all right, you need those people, the hopeful elect. All right, we need a savior. All right, because we know this is not our rest. All right, Micah 2:10. This is not our rest. All right, and we vex every day in this place. All right, we have to wake up. Slave for Esau. All right, we subject to payments. All right, the women rule over the man in this society. This society, is just straight wicked. All right, verse Ecclesiastes 7:3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of his countenance the heart is made better. All right, so sorrow. All right, sorrow is better than laughter. All right, but what this world push? All right, this world pushes. You only live once. All right, YOLO. All right, this world. It promotes. To follow after your flesh. All right, whatever your flesh desires in this society. All right, the world tells you, to go do it. All right, if you want to go sleep with another man's wife, why not? All right, if you want to smoke weed, why not? If you want to do drugs, why not? And these the music, all right, these rappers, all right, these musicians, all right, they push that wicked agenda, upon our people. All right, and it says, verse 4, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth. All right, that word, like I said, that word heart goes back to mind. All right, so we'll read verse 4. All right, you might as well say the mind of the wise is in the house of mourning. Right, man, because the wise, all right, you got to be wise. You got to have this wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right, to be in that, to know this is not our rest. All right, the Rakakudash got to be resting upon you. All right, I'll read that again. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. All right, because only the elect is in that state of mourning. All right, these 2/3 of our people and these heathen nations. All right, they worried about their 401k. All right, they worried about retiring. They planning from 5 to 10 years from now. All right, did they they thinking about going to college. All right, you know thinking about what career that they want to pursue. All right, but the elect. All right, we hastening that day of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. All right, and we coming into that time. All right, that coronavirus. All right, it's damn near. All right, through the four corners of the earth. All right, but Babylon the Great. All right, it's really going to get hit worse. All right, and if you're not a part of that elect, all right, if you're not sighing and crying, all right, the Lord is going to destroy you. All right, it says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. All right, that's the elect. But the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth. All right, that's 2/3. All right, 2/3 of our people is in that state of mirth. All right, living it up. All right, chasing that rap career. All right, they trying to be NFL football players. All right, soccer players. All right, they're in that state of mirth. All right, right now as we speak, all right, you got 2/3 across the four corners of the earth, thinking about what they gonna do this weekend. All right, how they gonna turn up. All right, but this weekend is the Passover. All right, and the Lord is already, judging this place. All right, the Lord is already here. All right, but it's only going to intensify, after the Passover. All right. So let me go to another verse. This is it's Ecclesiastes, Salakia. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. It reads, "And the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Salakia, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem." All right, that Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, he's talking about the nation of Israel. You so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Go through the midst of Israel. All right, and it says, and set a mark upon the foreheads. All right, this mark. All right, this is the spiritual mark. All right, and it says, of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right, and the elect. All right, we sighing and crying. All right, we hastening that day of the Lord. All right, but for 2/3 and these other heathen nations, all right, the Lord is going to come back as a thief in the night. All right, because they're not hastening the day of the Lord. All right, they too busy and they state of mirth. All right, and it says, verse 5, and to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. All right, the Lord is going to smite 2/3 of our people. All right, the Lord says he's going to start in our sanctuary first. All right, the Lord is going to start off with you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. The Lord is going to judge his people first. All right, and with these other heathen nations. All right, definitely can't forget that. All right, it says, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. All right, so the Lord ain't gonna care if she's a beautiful woman. All right, the Lord is not gonna care if it's a newborn baby. All right, if you don't have that spiritual mark upon your forehead, all right, the Lord is going to destroy you, man. All right, and the Lord is not a respecter of persons. All right, it says verse 6, slay utterly, old and young. All right, don't matter if you 98, don't matter if you 110 years old. All right, don't matter if you a newborn baby. All right, you can be 2 hours into the you can be 2 hours old. All right, the Lord is not gonna care. All right, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. All right, the Lord is not gonna. The Lord is. It says, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. All right, and that's the elect. All right, the elect, we're gonna have that mark of exemption. All right, and begin at my sanctuary. See, my sanctuary. All right, the house of Israel. All right, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. All right, so let me get another precept. right? Because, this lesson, is to point out, man, that, we can't be in that, living it up in this place, man. All right, you can't be in that state of YOLO. All right, you only live once. All right, because those are the things of this world. All right, this is James chapter 4 and verse 9. It reads, "Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy of heaviness." All right, so that's just another precept, backing up what I'm saying. All right, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, all right, he's dealing with the poor and the needy. All right, the ones with that contrite spirit. All right, because the rest of this world, all right, they have that proud spirit. All right, but the elect, all right, our spirits is made different. All right, so I'm gonna read that again. James chapter 4 and 9. "Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to heaviness." All right, and the difference between the elect and the rest of this world is, when the elect, all right, when we going through, our different trials and tribulations, all right, we turn into the Lord. All right, we turn to Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, we don't turn to the things of this world. All right, we don't turn, to alcohol. All right, we don't turn to drugs. All right, we don't turn, to I got a lot on my mind. Let me just go smoke this blunt. All right, that's what people in this world do. All right, but the elect. All right, when we be in, the elect, it's like we in that state of mourning. All right, when we being afflicted, all right, we turn into Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, what other people you could say, that do that? All right, only the elect. People might say, I believe in the Lord, or I pray all the time. All right, but the Lord knows your heart, man. The Lord knows your mind. All right, He knows your thoughts. All right, so you can't trick the Lord. All right. So of course, there's a balance to everything. We not just walking around in that woe is me spirit, but overall, man, we mourning in this place, man. All right, it don't matter how much, it don't matter if we got paid. All right, it don't matter if we got our income tax check. We the things of this world, can't satisfy us. The elect, we always, in that mourning state. All right, when we get on camera, we don't show it. All right, when we get around the brothers, we don't show it. But in our mind, we ready to get the fuck out this place. All right, 2/3 of our people, man. All right, they love this world. All right, they love the world. They love the things that are in the world. All right, and the Lord said, if you love, roughly paraphrasing, if you love the world, the Father is not in you. Just roughly paraphrasing. All right, but this is Luke chapter 6 and verse 25. "Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." So in the world they tell you, laugh now, cry later. All right, and people say that, but they don't know that that's what this scripture is. That's where they get this scripture from. Luke 6 and 25. Read again. "Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." And right now, all right, because that's why in Jacob's trouble, all right, Isaiah 65, it says, "My servant shall eat, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. My servant shall sing, but ye shall howl for vexation of spirit." All right, because right now, we in that state of mourning, all right, and these 2/3, all right, and these other heathen nations, all right, they're in that state of living it up, all right. So that's why when all hell break loose, all right, yeah, we gonna go through the fire, all right, we're gonna be tried, but for the most part, all right, the elect, we're gonna be good. So it's gonna be total role reversals. When all hell break loose. All right. We gonna go to that state of laughing. We're gonna go in that state of laughing. What it says, laughing. All right, we're gonna go in there singing. We're gonna be in that joyous spirit. All right, but these 2/3 and these other heathen nations, all right, they gonna go into that state of mourning and weeping. All right, so it's gonna be a total role reversal. All right, and it's just a short lesson. All right, because the elect. All right, we're gonna have, we're gonna have. The elect, we're gonna be in that state of mourning. All right, we're not gonna be in laughing, kikiing, ha ha, and all the time. All right, we living in serious times. All right, and not only we living in serious times. All right, we trying to come back to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, we know that we fucked up in this life and our past life. All right, so we trying to seek the Lord 10 times harder. All right. And so this is Luke chapter 17 and verse 26. It reads, "And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all." All right, and the Lord is going this. Spiritually, these are the days of Noah. All right, like I just said, it says they did eat, they drank, they married wives. All right, that's what our people's doing now. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. All right, but this time it ain't gonna be no flood. All right, it's gonna be thermonuclear missiles. All right, the Lord is gonna cleanse all the wickedness off this earth. All right. And it says, "Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it." And that's why the Lord says He's going to come as a thief in the night. All right, the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. All right, to the ones who hasn't been paying attention to the signs, the ones that hasn't the ones that hasn't been paying attention to the signs, and the ones that hasn't been hastening the day of the Lord. All right, but for the elect, all right, we see the day of the Lord coming. All right, we know that the evil days it comes nigh. All right, the evil days is coming. All right, it's high time to awake out of sleep. You can't be caught up in that days of Noah spirit. You eating, drinking, laughing, clubbing, partying. We living in serious times. All right, so that's it on this lesson. All right, I pray that the lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Also, like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 men that's going out there on the highways and byways, that's making their bodies a living sacrifice week in and week out. And also, shalom to the 1/3 of Israel that might be listening in all true sincerity. All right, Lord willing, to the next lesson, I'm going to say shalom.